Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This is Private Will, and yes, I'm back after almost a complete month off for September. Um, so I do apologize for that. Unfortunately, a lot of times the month of September up here in the north is the time of the season where the weather changes, things get a little colder, and unfortunately, you end up with cold and the flu. Now, even if you're lucky enough not to get hit by it, um, so many people around you are so sick that after a while you end up catching something anyway. And I had a strange one. It's one of those weird colds now that seems to be out and about for the past few years, where I wasn't feeling completely put out or completely dead like you might be for a cold, but it just wouldn't go away. Symptoms were pretty mild, but they just kept going and going. Even now, after kind of my third weekend, I still feel throat hurts a little bit, nose is still a little bit plugged up. It's a bit strange. Other people have been hit a little harder, so I won't complain. It's just that it just doesn't want to leave. So, what did I do exactly during this time? Well, as you can see, the game is gone, um, and I'm going to explain the reasons for that in a few seconds. Um, I did play a little bit, but I remove cruel necessity because it's been so long anyway. And I don't buy a lot of things usually, but I did have a few things on pre-order, and I did find uh, quite a few things during the month, and I ended up having quite a load, which is a bit strange for me. I usually don't really have that much to talk about, but I did get a lot of games and a few books. I'm going to talk about that as well. So I just wanted to showcase pretty much what I got during the month, and the first one that I got was this one here, For the People, the American Civil War by GMT. And originally I wasn't going to be getting this game um, simply because of the price coming from GMT. You know, when you have to order it from the States, you end up with cash conversion from American to Canadian, the shipping costs, and then you get hit by custom. I figured this is going to be just a little too much for a game which is basically a, how shall we say, an upgrade of House Divided a little bit. You know, the system's a bit different, but I mean, the idea is pretty much the same. And then I just wasn't going to play brand new. And this is the second printing, but the fourth printing just came out not too long ago, I believe. The map is better, but I think everything else is pretty much the same from what I've seen from someone who posted a video about it just a couple of weeks ago. But I got this one from a fellow Canadian. Game is beautiful. I mean, for it's been very nice. The box is very nice, and he was selling this very very low price, and you know even with the shipping, it was still quite a good deal. So I was very happy to get that. So thank you for him from him. He's in the Prince Edward Island. Uh, the seller who sold me this. I found it quite by surprise on the marketplace. So I was happy to get this. I mean, I wouldn't have paid a full price for it, but at the price that I got it from, I think it was just worth it. So, excuse me, I'm just gonna put this aside for a second, and then I got another GMT game. This one was a bit of a surprise. It just came up on Amazon. I didn't know that Amazon had GMT games, and it. I mean, the difference in price when you look at the Canadian from the US, it looks a little bit more expensive, but just simple fact that I don't have to worry about the shipping and the customs and the price conversion, really makes this a very more attractive solution. So I didn't know anything about that. It's a fairly new game. This is a second edition. It just came out this year. And it's a Bayonet and Tomahawks, the French and Indian War. Now, the reason I got that one is because, well, it's North America, a war between the British and the French in the 50, sorry. And it's one of the reasons why Canada is more British than French now, except maybe where I live on the east coast of Canada. There's still quite a big French speaking citizens here, but now I wanted to do this because again, I'm always interested with something that comes from North America. Anything that involves Canada. There's not that many of them usually, so that's why I got this, and it was on Amazon, Amazon.ca. Kind of just showed up on my recommend for some reason. I usually don't really look for these type of games on Amazon, so I'm kind of surprised that it came up there, and I was pretty glad about it. This one I've been dabbling with it quite a bit in the last few weeks. Fun game. It's just like for the people. It's a point-to-point area kind of movement. But like I said, it's the fact that it represents Canada a little bit in this game. So that's why I really jumped on this to get it. So that's purchase number 2. I'm just gonna put this one away. The third thing that I found, and I was really happy about it. It's a little bit damaged, but I really didn't care. It's this book here by Kevin Bolin. I hope I pronounced this properly. It's from Osprey Publishing, and it's Barbarossa, 1941. It's an atlas of the German maps during 1941 for Operation Barbarossa, which is the attack on the Soviet Union, and it's absolutely amazing. Each page is pretty much day by day, and you've got a map on the other side. You got a legend to explain to you what the markings on the map are, and it really shows all the movements of the units and the operation, and on the other side you've got the explanation, the history for that particular day. So this is where I am I'm over here right now. I've been reading this quite a lot. I'm on August 1st right now. This is an amazing book, and I've seen that there are others like this for the Western Front, for the rest of the war in 1942, and probably gonna plan on getting these other ones too. Cost me about $26 if I remember. Very, very good book. I mean, if you're interested in this subject, it's definitely a good buy for you. About the one of the biggest land war in the human history, which is the German invasion of the Soviet Union. So there we go. That's purchase number 3. Now, purchase number 4 was more of a pre-order. I had this on pre-order, and I'm not sure why it was on pre-order, because I thought it was already released, but it stayed. I think I kind of put this on pre-order. The reason is because, first of all, it's from a Canadian store, so I didn't get this from Compass Game, and they had it on pre-order. I think it was in May, and I grabbed it because it's a Gettysburg game. Yes, another Gettysburg game. I believe that you can never have too many Gettysburg games, so I have another one now. I actually have 2. There's another one that I'm going to show you a little bit later. So this is the mostly related to the second day of the Battle of Gettysburg. I wanted this because Gettysburg, I'm very interested, and the system looks quite interesting. The maps usually for Compass games are very beautiful. So I was kind of, I didn't even open it yet, so I didn't have the chance to look at it much. Um, I already had another game about the second day at Gettysburg, which is Devil Dens, which is um, the old version of the game from Avalon Hills back in the 80s. I think it came out in 82 or 83. But I wanted something brand new. And I mean, like I said, Compass games usually they really have beautiful games. I don't have that many of them. I'm usually more inclined toward GMT, but recently I've been watching a few videos of guys playing Compass games, and this is I think this is where I'm going to be looking into for the next little while. They do have quite a few games on the American Civil War. Now, I also had another Gettysburg game. I'm just gonna give me a second. I'm just gonna have to go grab it because it's up here on the shelf. And this one is from Blue Panther, and it's into the Whirlpool. It's called the Tattered Flag series. This is the first game in that series. And again, this is related to July 2nd, 1863, the second day at Gettysburg. Uh, that one, what was intriguing to me, it's the system, and I've played with this a little bit already, and I'm really looking forward to more of these games in this series. I really hope that they will release more of these. It's really fun. Um, it's it's kind of a mutation, kind of a combination of miniature games, when you have your little miniature games, and a board game. The rules are kind of make it into like it feels like a miniature game, but no, it still has the board game uh, system. So yeah, it's really interesting. Um, I just played. I didn't really play a game. I just kind of moved things around and read as I was reading the rules just to get an idea. And I can tell you, I'm really sold on this, and I really hope that they go and release more of these under the system. It's really fun. So that's another one. And yeah, I'm not done. I'm not done. I also got these two books, Battle Maps of the Civil War from the American Battlefield Trust. And this, you got two books, the Eastern Front and the Western Theater. And those again are the different battles um, of the American Civil War on both theaters with maps, well, marking down where the units are located. I haven't, since I've been busy with the Barbarossa book, I've yet to really read this one, but I will definitely dive into this one. They were very beautiful. The maps are very nice. The colors are very vibrant. I don't know about the information. It's probably a little condensed because it's usually on one or two page, so there's probably not a lot of full information on each battle, but probably just give the basic things. Um, there's a third volume on this, which is, I believe, the American Revolution, which I'm probably going to order, even though I was more interested in the Civil War volumes, so that's why I got these two first. I'm just not sure why there's holes on this on the side here. I don't know. I haven't figured out why that is, but I'm very glad I got this. Pretty good. I got it on Amazon. Not that expensive. So if you're interested in something like this, you go right ahead and get those. Probably available on Amazon.com as well. And finally, well, I get to the final final one, but it's really the biggest one. And I don't know if my camera is going to pick up everything. And there you go. And Axes and Allies, the anniversary edition, the 40th anniversary. So you can see right here. Uh, and that's the brand new game. It just came out in September. This thing is a beast. I was kind of I have the old game I purchased way back in 1984, the original one. Um, it's a big game, but for some reason I was expecting this to be a little smaller, and when I got it, it was like, whoa, this is huge. Quite a lot in here. Um, I've looked quickly at the rules, and there's a few things that have changed. I haven't played Axis and Ally in probably 35 years, not since the late 80s. I don't think I've touched it at all since days. Still have the game hiding here somewhere. The only difference is that they added Italy. In the original game, you only had like five powers, but now you actually have six with Italy. I'm kind of interested to see how Italy is going to change the strategy for this game, because in the original, a lot of times Japan and Germany, they were a lot of times a bit overwhelmed by the other three players. It was kind of difficult to uh, get everything under control on all fronts. So with the Italian forces added to this game, might make things a little bit more interesting in the Med and Africa. We'll have to see. This is going to be our game of the month for October. Last Sunday of October, me and my buddies were going to be playing this, and I can't wait. I can't wait. It's been so long since I played Actions and Allies, but I'm kind of looking forward to jump back into this. Um, Things have changed so much in this franchise since the 80s. So many things have been added, um, and all sorts of different contents that you can add to the basic game that you purchase. So looking forward to playing with this and have a game. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be two against two. So two players will control the allies and two other players will control the axis. We haven't figured out who's going to be playing who yet. We still have a couple of weeks to think about that. But looking forward to it. So yeah, as you can see, it was a busy month. It's usually not like that for me. I usually don't purchase that much. I just went into one of those crazy purchase modes, and just couldn't stop. And so I've been sick and I've been sleeping on the couch because my wife is not happy with me. No, I'm just kidding. She doesn't really mind as long as everything gets settled properly. This one this one was a bit more expensive than the other ones. But I mean, I really wanted to have this one and get back into an Axis and Allies. It's been so long since I've played this game. So there you have it. This is what happened during my September. Um, Flu, cold, and a lot of purchases. Didn't play much, not as much as I wanted to. Um, Hoping that it's going to change in October. Definitely going to try Tattered Flags. This is definitely the one that I really want to, and it's kind of a small little game to set up. So I'm kind of looking forward to play a full game with that one. So we'll just stop that with here. Hope you find that interesting. Um, I don't purchase a lot. I'm sure that some of you who's going to be watching this probably have much bigger months than I do, but I was really happy with some of the purchases I got this month, and I'm looking forward to play them. So in the meantime, hope you're all doing well. Be careful with the changing temperature. Um, just watch your health. It's really annoying to get sick like that and feel under the weather. It's never fun. And so until the next one, stay safe, everyone.